Hey everybody, Tony Johnson here, your customer experience leader. I am live at 5:30. It is really from a remote location today, still here in Florida. Windy day though. I'll tell you what, one of the very cool things that I really love about living where I live right now is proximity to one of my closest friends. His name's Sean Slade. It is his birthday today, and there's going to be a surprise party later. Super excited about that. So A, happy birthday, Sean, and B, let's jump into our 3 tips, because I tell you, I got to get out there and help with the decorating and that kind of stuff. Cooked up some Scotch eggs for tonight, so really excited about that. Also, thanks for some of the suggestions that you sent in for books to be reading. I will tell you, the one that I really love to hear most, somebody suggested Jack Welch's Winning. Now, it's an oldie but a goodie, and there are some principles in there some HR professionals aren't wild about, but I have to tell you, there is some good old-fashioned common sense in that book, Winning. And I remember one of the things that Jack Welch talked about in the book Winning was, if you don't follow the rules, you deserve to be excluded from the game and you shouldn't win. And so he was really all about, I think, following those rules, following the rules of engagement, making sure that not only did you treat people right, but that you really followed the business rules, the laws, those kind of things. He was really kind of up and up on that, and I appreciated that about him. So Jack Welch's Winning, again, a great book. So first tip, are you finding ways to stay connected? How are you doing with that? If you're having any struggle staying connected back to home office, HQ, your typical workspace, let me know, because I'm curious so we can work through these together. But I'm wondering, is there anything that's really helping you not stay connected? But I would tell you a couple of things to think about. Really consider staying connected to your work group, that you're doing all the extra things you can to check in with the different constituencies in your area, folks that you work with, because the more information you can get, the more connected you're going to feel. I read a stat, more than half of remote workers say that they feel disconnected from their company or from their team. So everything that you can do to stay even more connected, and again, that's regular check-ins with your leader, with your team, with those you work with, so you can really feel like you're still a part of things. So what you don't want to do is feel cut off or folks not know about the great work you're doing. So make sure that you're making that time to stay connected. Number 2, this is a great tip for leaders. Make sure that you're doing regular check-ins and one-on-ones with your team, because if you're not talking about their core duties, how they're doing, their job performance, their projects, not only could they become disengaged, you might not be getting the maximum effort that you really need from them. And then number 3, keep your calendar up to date, because people are probably more than ever looking to reach out to you via technology, looking to have these meetups, looking to take a moment to connect via virtual meetings. But if they don't know that you're occupied, then they may start trying to jam stuff on your calendar in a way that really doesn't work. So make sure that you're scheduling out not just the meetings that you've got and making sure that they're on there, but are you taking the time to schedule lunch, for example? Are you taking time to schedule project work? Are you taking time to schedule a moment just to breathe, some flex time in there to work on whatever the day may need? I will tell you, I see folks all the time. They schedule back to back to back to back meetings. Heck, they barely have time to go to the bathroom, for crying out loud. That is no way to run your day. So make sure you schedule in a little bit of cushion time in there, because it'll be good for you, it'll be good for your outlook, it'll just be good in general, because people know when to avoid and when not to avoid on your calendar. So those are the 3 tips for the day. Find a way to stay connected. Leaders, schedule those one-on-ones with your team, and then also keep that calendar up to date and schedule some breathing time on in there. Also, if you're still looking for great stuff to watch, I realize that Netflix has every single season of The West Wing on there. And if you were as big a fan as I was growing up, in the past of The West Wing, I will tell you, it is one worth watching. There are 8 seasons or 7 seasons. It is a fantastic, political drama with a great sense of humor. Aaron Sorkin is a genius. So, many of you maybe didn't even discover The West Wing because maybe you're a little bit younger and you weren't necessarily looking for those kind of TV dramas in the 90s. Take a look, if you can, toward The West Wing, because again, if you're looking to binge watch some stuff, again, I know that this whole tiger thing, right, is crazy fun stuff. But think about, again, series like The West Wing. I think all the seasons of Friends are on there. Man in the High Castle on Amazon. Again, there's a lot of really great stuff out there if you're looking for just a moment to get away, a moment to not have to think about the current situation. Those are my tips for the day. Again, if you have great binge-worthy tips, please share them. Send a comment or whatever. But until next time, I'm Tony Johnson, your customer experience leader, reminding you to please subscribe and follow me on Facebook so you never miss a video. I will see you again tomorrow live at 5:30. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.